New is always better? Look Garms disagrees. Welcome to Staying in the Loop. Look Garms is a buy-sell trade store that specializes in vintage clothing located in Jalan Besar. Look Garms is the first permanent vintage clothing store in Singapore. One of the co-owners of Look Garms revealed how the name of Look Garms came about.
Look, Garms is just garments. So garments is like clothes, apparel, everything. We just settled on Look because we felt like, because we deal mostly with vintage clothing and a lot of them are actually secondhand already. So it's like, old clothes, they find a new lease of life in this place. And then we also do buy-sell trade over here. So when customers bring their old stuff to sell, and then they bring in, and they buy new things, you see the whole cycle of clothing just go around these few people. So do.
The idea of the store came to them overseas.
I'd say it was a trip to Japan that in our last few years of poly that really set it off, and we were really inspired. It was this particular shop called Kinji Used Clothing. We were there for like 4 or 5 hours, I don't know, just sifting through everything, and it was an experience that really thrilled us. So it was an offhanded comment that Isaac said to me. He was like, FJ, we should do this when we come back to Singapore. And then we were like, yeah, okay, sure.
Look Garms shares where they get their inventory.
Okay, so I'd say the bulk of our items come from the States and then also places like Japan and Korea. As much as possible, we do try to go down on the ground to pick items.
Look Garms shares factors taken into account before they purchase an item.
I'd say definitely the condition of the item, which is why we always encourage customers to let us inspect the item before we can give them a valuation. A lot of people we do encourage people to send us photos so that we can give them a quick yes or no, but ultimately we always tell them, for the yes items, please do bring it down so that we can see the condition of the item. So there's condition, there's also size. Some stuff, it looks so nice online, and when you come, it's like teeny tiny. You're like, how am I gonna sell this? So size, condition, I'd say the authenticity as well of the item. We only bring in things that are authentic, and anything that we are unsure of, we just hold off because don't take the risk and everything. So that's what we look out for, and then also the design, the rarity of the print, or just basically what the item is, whether it fits with the aesthetic of our shop or what we are trying to bring in. Yeah.
Look Garms opened their store in 2018.
We came in at a good time in a sense for the whole, the vintage scene, if you will. At that point of time, there were probably only 3 of us including 2 others that were actually doing it, and we were the only permanent store at that time. So I guess that was a huge factor, and word of mouth.
Isaac gives some tips on running a successful vintage fashion store.
At the core, know your stuff, be nice to people, be humble, and just grind.
Ariel Ibran, a regular customer, shares how and when he found Look Garms.
I think that was last year, 2018, around July. A few months after it opened, my friend suggested me to go to Look Garms, and then I found this place lah.
Ariel discusses how he feels about the price point.
Other vintage venues, right, they'll have too many clothes and it feels kind of overwhelming. So their price point is actually a bit lower. Compared to Look Garms, it's actually a bit higher because they curate their stuff.
He shares reasons behind his loyalty to the store.
I was expecting it to be like any other vintage curated shop lah. But it turns out the staff or the people behind the counters were really friendly. Definitely the FJ and Isaac, the people behind the counter, they're friendly. And they keep wanting to come back.
Ariel shares his favourite piece from Look Garms.
My favourite piece from Look Garms is this vest. It's a bullet vest which can hold bullets. I like the detailing in the pockets. It has a very weathered, worn-in look, which is my favourite kind of thing. It's my aesthetic. I like things that are distressed or have gone through ages of time, and it shows a lot of natural accents.
Ariel reviews his most expensive clothing item.
My expensive piece would be this kimono vest that I got from Japan. It's from a brand called Capital, and it's $500. Oops.
New may not always be better. Just because something is old doesn't mean it's out of style. Now that you're back in the loop, we hope you enjoy your stay.